Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be 5 of my favourite high-end foundations which I feel are completely and utterly worth the money. There are a few that are more suited to certain types of skin, and a lot of these foundations as well would also be great for bridal makeup or for people who are looking to do their own makeup on their wedding day. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, all you've got to do is keep on watching. I'm going to start with the cheapest one first. I mean, cheap is a very loose term. Obviously, all of these foundations I would consider to be expensive in regards to my price budget and to my budget for makeup. Some of them other people might not consider expensive, and some people might consider them very expensive. This is the cheapest out of the 5 of them. So the first one I want to show, the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Pro Filter Longwear Foundation. This is so good if you are slightly dry like me, or you have more normal to dry skin. I tried the original matte pro filter foundation when that first came out, and that is really good as well, but it's a little bit too dry for me. If you are on the oilier side, that foundation is amazing. It is so good. It lasts all day. It kind of reminds me of Estee Lauder's Double Wear if you've had experience with that foundation, but this one is so much dewier and just glowier, and it sits nicer on the skin. It doesn't look as cakey, which obviously tends to happen a lot if you are slightly drier, but this foundation is great. I love it. It goes on really well with a sponge, really well with a brush. It lays well under powder. It goes great with your concealers, bronzer. This is around £25. I've got the shade 210, which is sort of a medium to light shade. Colour range is amazing as well. They've got so many shades in this foundation, which is a reason why I really like Fenty. It's got a pump on the end. The packaging's really sturdy. It's like a squeezy tube. I mean, admittedly, it's not recyclable, which is obviously something that hopefully will come in time. If you're looking for a nice dewy foundation for dry skin or normal skin, this is amazing. I'm going to stick with the sort of normal to dry kind of situation. Next foundation I want to show you is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick. I am obsessed with this foundation. I have repurchased this foundation like every 8 to 12 months for probably like the last 5 years. I can't remember how I discovered this foundation, but it would have been through another YouTuber. I remember this being really popular back in the day on YouTube with all the beauty gurus. Obviously, stick foundations are really good for dry skin. They sit really nicely, and this is so creamy, blendable, and it just stays so well. It's also really good for a mature skin. I used this on my best friend's mum when I did her makeup before, and I was so shocked at how good this looked. I mean, she looks great for her age. It just looks so good on her skin. So if you are slightly maturer, or you're looking for something that's just going to really smooth out the complexion, this Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick is really good. I do believe you can now buy Makeup Forever on Feel Unique as well. So if you were looking to find Makeup Forever somewhere, Feel Unique now stocks it, because I know that they stopped selling completely in the UK for a little bit, and like the only place you could get this was Amazon. It was like literally £20 more than it should be. It's about £33, I think. This would be great on an oily skin too. It would just need to be powdered a little bit more than obviously a drier skin. Now this is the most expensive of the 5 that I want to show you. This is the Hourglass Vanish Stick. I have the shade Nude. This is probably like the 5th one of these that I've got through. This is £45, and that literally is an eye-watering price for a foundation in my eyes, but this is so good. When I get married, this will be the foundation that I'll wear on my wedding day. It's an airbrush. It's just like a filter. This covers everything. It is so full coverage, but so natural looking at the same time. Some foundations that I've used in the past, I feel like I look like I'm wearing a mask when they're really high coverage. This does not do that. You can buff this out with a sponge. It's that easy to move around the face. Just honestly the nicest foundation. It is completely worth the price tag in my opinion. It's so smooth, just so perfecting, and I will repurchase this until the day that I die, because I am a die-hard fan of this foundation. So if you were ever considering buying this, this is your sign to buy it, because it is amazing. So worth the money. Next one's probably not going to come as a surprise to anyone, but this is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is obviously a cult classic. Everybody loves this foundation, and for good reason. So good if you've got oily skin. Amazing if you've got normal to dry skin. It just sits so well, and it lasts all day. Long wear is like a keyword in this in the title of this foundation for a reason. This is a very long wearing foundation. I use this quite a lot on people who, if I'm doing like a makeup on someone who's going to be wearing it all day, like a wedding guest or bridal makeup or bridesmaids makeup, I tend to use this, or I'll go for the Hourglass foundation. I want to check out if you're getting married or you're going to like some kind of an event and you feel like you want to buy like some new makeup. If you're on the fence about this NARS foundation, because I know there are a lot of mixed reviews, which I personally don't understand. I've used this on a lot of different skin types when I've been doing makeup on other people and obviously on myself, and it just looks good on every skin type. There is no one that I've put this foundation on yet that doesn't look good in it. So, and obviously NARS always have a really good shade range. This is in the shade Punjab, tanned shade, so I do have to use this when I've got quite a lot of tan on. They sell it on Look Fantastic as well, so if you were looking to try and get it a little bit cheaper, they do always have discount codes on there, so you could head over to Look Fantastic and see if you could find a discount code to buy it over there. Last foundation that I want to talk about is one that I never expected to like. I would never have bought this for myself, basically is what I'm trying to say, but I bought this as a gift at Christmas from my lovely mother-in-law. It's the YSL All Hours foundation. I've heard that this is very dry. It's got a proper dry down texture and it's like for oily skin. Obviously I'm quite dry to normal, mainly dry. I do sometimes get a little bit oily in my T-zone, but not to the point where it breaks my foundation down. But oh my god, I know this is good because my boyfriend says to me when I've got this on that my skin looks really clear. So I know that this is a good foundation. This is also a great foundation if you're doing makeup on other people, because it comes with like a spatula. You can get pumps for these, but it comes in like a spatula form. So it's really easy to just put onto the back of your hand and then cleanse the stick once you've actually used it. It's just a holy grail foundation for me now. I'm so glad that I bought it as a gift, because like I said, I would never have bought this myself because I was always under the impression that this was going to be very drying on my skin type. But this is amazing. It's so airbrushed, it's so smooth, it lasts all day. I'd get like double wear vibes from this as well, but it's so much less cakier and so much less mask like. Probably wouldn't suggest this for a bridal makeup. I don't think this is natural looking enough for a bridal makeup. But if you're going out all night for if you're partying all night, this is an amazing foundation for that. If you're going to be sweaty and you're going to be dancing and you're going to be jumping around and you're going to be singing and drinking and eating, this is a great foundation because it just will not budge, but it will still look flawless. This is in the shade B40. This is also my tan shade, but I tend to mix this in with a Charlotte Tilbury foundation that I've got, which is going to be a little bonus mention in this video. So like most of you who probably watch my videos, I wear a lot of fake tan. That means like that my complexion is changing quite a lot throughout my cycle of fake tan, shall we say. I tend to have to lighten these foundations sometimes when I'm using them. So this NARS one, I have to lighten this quite a lot if I want to use it on a daily basis, like midweek, where I'm sort of ready to scrub my tan off and redo it. So I will just lighten it with this Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder foundation. So I just want to give this a special mention because I bought this thinking it was going to be like a really nice glowy foundation. Literally got 0 to like 1 out of 10 coverage. It's not very full coverage at all. It's very light coverage. It's nice and glowy, but this is, and I'm not just saying, like, I'm not saying you need to spend like 30 quid on a foundation to just lighten your other foundations, but this foundation mixes so well with every foundation. I've mixed it with this, I've mixed it with this, I've mixed it with this. I've even mixed it with my e.l.f. Camo CC cream and my It Cosmetics CC cream, and it just mixes so well, and it's so good if you are like me and you fake tan and you need to like kind of lighten your foundations up a little bit as you go through the weeks, as your fake tan fades, because it's light and it's runny and it doesn't add too much extra coverage to your foundation, especially if you're already using a really full coverage foundation like this for example, or this for example. Like, you don't really want to add more coverage to it just because it's going to be like a thick gloopy mess. It almost waters it down a little bit, so if you were looking for something a little bit glowier, this is a great thing to mix in. We've currently got on this mixed in with this, and obviously I feel like it just makes this foundation a lot glowier. For more daily use out of that foundation, you don't want something that's full coverage, something like this, special mention there. So guys, that's my little rundown of high-end foundations that I really enjoy. I hope you like this kind of video. I'm really passionate about makeup. I'm a big collector of makeup, so if anybody wants any reviews on products, the likelihood is that I've got it, that I can give you a rundown on what I think of it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I am thinking about doing a little makeup giveaway when I hit 500 subscribers. So if you're watching my videos quite regularly and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I will be doing a mini giveaway at 500 subscribers, so yeah, keep your eyes out for that. My next video is going to be a testing petite jeans part 2, so if you watched the first one that I did, I've had quite a few requests to do another one. I've got all of the jeans, I just need to film the video. So that just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.